Hi, my name is Sahanara. I'm 20 years old and I was in foster care since the age of 4. I left my placement at 19 and pursued further studies in biological sciences at the University of Warwick. So I was in foster care for 14 years in total. I resided in one home for 4 years to begin with, and that was not too far from my biological parents. However, that placement broke down after 4 years and wasn't suitable for me and my siblings. So I was moved to the placement that I lived in for the next 11 years. Initially that was supposed to be a temporary placement, but because we got along so well with the carers and we were just so comfortable and felt at home, it became a permanent placement until the age of 18 for me and my siblings. However, my foster carers and me have developed such a great relationship that I stayed beyond the age of 18 until I was 19 because I took a gap year, and after I moved to uni I still have my room here. I still come back, like right now it's my Easter holidays, and I don't feel like there's any discrepancy between my experience in going to uni and coming home between me and like my friends who have never experienced foster care. So I'd say that Sunbeam allocated me in a house and a family that really did treat me as a family. So my foster carers were always very supportive of any path that I wanted to take in life. When it came to my siblings, one of my brothers pursued his A-levels and then went to university. My other brother didn't do A-levels, he did a BTEC course instead. I had a foster sister here too who went through the BTEC route and then to university, but my foster carers were always they always left it up to us to decide what we wanted to do, and they were supportive of it regardless. There was no pressure from them in any respect, but they did push us to do what we wanted to do. I'm currently studying biological sciences at the University of Warwick, which is a very competitive degree and very rigorous and intense, but in order to get there I had to do my A-levels, which I took 4 of, and which was extremely demanding. But the decision to take on those 4 A-levels and end up at the university was definitely influenced and aided by Sunbeam. I don't know exactly what happens in carers training, but the way my carers handled addressing my future and my decisions was very supportive. I was never confined to do what they wanted me to do, or I was never forced to become an academic person. Instead I was allowed to sort of freely float in that direction, and I was pushed because they knew I wanted to do that. I never had the pressure of worrying about finances, because I know a lot of prospective university students are worried that they won't be able to afford living out, which I do because I have to live in Coventry, and they worried that they wouldn't be able to afford the fees. But knowing that I've had a savings account opened from Sunbeam and my foster carer for the duration of my stay in foster care has really put an ease on me, because I know that I always have those funds, and so I don't have the financial stress or burden of being a student. I'd like to thank Sunbeam for giving me this £500 cheque. It was given to me on the basis of academic achievement and pursuing university and continuing my studies. I think if you're unsure about what you want to do, I would personally definitely recommend pursuing education. I think it opens so many doors. I think you should definitely speak to your foster carer or your social worker about your options, what you want to study, if you want to study, and where to study, and you will get rewarded for it in the future as well as in the present.